Chris Singleton. All right, first pitch coming up. Matt McClain digs in now. This one in the air, center field. Harris should have this one. One up, one down.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone. In the air, right field. And that is that. And now the Braves. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And that one hammered way back there. And that's a foul ball. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Got him. And one out now. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Austin Riley at the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Runner takes off. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and a foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 down. Way out front for strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man on second, 2 down. To the right side. And that one handled to first. That's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, on now to the top half of inning number 2. So the Cincinnati Reds have had a rough go so far this season. Siggy, they got to be scratching their heads in that clubhouse.
Actually, Boog, I think the way they respond in the clubhouse is going to be critical. If you're able to laugh it off, trust your talent, and work hard, it should work out in the end. But there's no doubt they put themselves deep underwater in the standings, and they've got a lot of ground to make up. Big few weeks coming.
Got him. One gone here.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Foul ball. Cameron, an all-star a season ago, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Jose Trevino. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Olsen, and the Reds go 1-2-3. Bottom of the inning, so now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. In the air to left center. Under it. And there's 1 down. Hit hard on the ground to short. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. So here's Horner now. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
That's the ball.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. And that one is lifted in the air. Marte has a beat on it and makes the grab. That is the back at Truist Park. I'll tell you what, Singy, we documented his recent struggles on the mound, but a great start in this one.
Yeah, looks like a completely different ball player, relaxed, in rhythm, and totally in control. None of that was there last time out.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's the left fielder trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Grounder might be 2, and he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4. Take it, base.
Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit.
Strike 1.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Out towards right center field. Acuna on the move to the gap. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. That one lifted to left. Takes it in for the out. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Swings through that one out in front that time. Check swing. He held up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get an out on the play.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Baldwin off of first with 2 away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That K is his. Back here in Atlanta. It's still early, Singy, but looking like a bounce-back game so far.
Yeah, he's got a different presence today out there, like he came in with something to prove.
1 away. Now here is Reese Hines. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here's your 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock. To the right side. Albies slings to first. Got the out. Jose Trevino now at the plate. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit out of the left center field. And a good start to the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
1 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Rip, but it curls foul. In the dirt.
Oh.
1 away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Riley leads off first with 1 away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the parade, designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Here comes the 0-1. And ball 1. Base hit center field. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in, and now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Runner in scoring position now and a good.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Reds DH, Sal Stewart.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner on the go. Ground ball, Austin Riley.
He's out.
On to Olsen. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
No.
Hayes stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Oh.
Next pitch misses. Ball 3. In there at the knees for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Ball one.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. And that one fouled off. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Right side. In plenty of time to first, and the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive.
That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Reached on an infield single his first time. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one misses. Ball one.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
And that one moves his feet.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers up there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Nope, that's off the plate.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Out towards left center. Gets under it. And there's 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He swung over. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So up next, Noelvi Marte. Out front, rip foul.
Well, these Reds, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach. I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitch.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Fastball right back to the mound. The throw to first. One pitch and one out. Now the Reds. New pitcher for the Reds, Mick Abel. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Gregory Soto, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Pomeranz getting loose as well. The 0-2. That's down and in. This one popped up. And it drops in. And that's a one-out single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of got it off the end of the bat, but he gets that knock because he was willing to go with the pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that is out of play. The 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there, Steph.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Here's Nico Horner. Golden opportunity right here. Out front and foul to the left side.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. McLean to second. Over to first, safe. Line, and that's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And now so a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Zach Maxwell.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Drake Baldwin. That is the inning. But leading off, Sal Stewart. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Popped up. Olsen moving under this one. And there's one down.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Good job to fight that one off. Towards first. What a stop. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for Cincinnati, third baseman, Brian Hayes.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Up the middle, Horner. Throws to first in time. They don't come much closer. Back at Truist Park. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. Makes it safely. It's a leadoff double in the bottom of the 7th.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Carrying well. Gone.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here is Austin Riley, 1 for 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame near the bottom of the 7th.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. In the air, left field. On the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that one almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, well, after a string of ineffective outings, an incredible turnaround for him today, Singy.
Yeah, has really kept the hitters off balance all game long, from shaky to steady, and now he's cruising. Big time response.
That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball there. 1-2 now. Now one missed. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz.
No, that's a ball.
Swings through that. The Reds down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. That's strike 2. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first, and very nicely done for the out. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Gregory Soto. He's pitching on 2 days rest. That one fouled off. Soto, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. in. Rusty Valentine rings him up. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Michael Harris II.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
First pitch swinging. And he swings through that one.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes. Back at Truist Park. We go to the 9th. Singy, what would it mean for them if he's able to finish it off?
Well, Boog, I mean, this is huge right here, and if he's able to do it, it would give the bullpen a night off and gives him that much more belief every time he's out there that he can go deep into the ball game. I think they'll feel more confident as well that he's going to put them in a position to win each and every time. If he can complete the shutout, I think they could use it as a springboard to more success over the next few games.
Struck him out swinging. Strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Out to short, Horner. Whips it to first. Got him. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. They're down to their final strike. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And that skips into dirt. Out to center. Harris settles under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves get a shutout on the mound.